Hello everybody, today we are talking about Genos 2. In this video I will be focused to give you some information mostly for people who are thinking to switch from Genos to Genos 2, or for people who are thinking to buy a new instrument. Maybe they play Korg or maybe they play Ketron, and now they are thinking should they buy new model of Korg or a new model of Ketron, or should they switch to Genos 2? Now I will give you those information and you will decide what do you think what is the best for you. That's why when I am talking I will give some information that are known for people who played already Genos, but there are new information for people who wants to switch from one company to another company. So let us start. Genos is in front of me. It looks identical like Genos, regular Genos. This is Genos 2. So what is difference? Main difference that I can see here is light here, where you can see beside the potentiometers, and I can see here big nice screen that is a little bit curved toward me, and this screen, so how position of the screen, resolution of the screen, and those potentiometers is something that I can see right away when I look at Genos 2 comparing to Genos. It is beautiful instrument, same material, same buttons, commands, access to everything is same like on Genos. Now, for all those who play other instruments, I will start to explain you how you can access things on this Genos. And I will focus more to workflow than to details, because there is no too much time to tell you everything about what you can do on this instrument. I have to do several videos about that. Now, let us start. I like those buttons on left side. They are for control of the style. So you have intro, you have variations, break, and then endings. I like that idea to have separate intro from endings, same like Korg. You cannot find that on Event. In Event, same buttons are for intro and endings. You have just a command where you can decide do you want to have intro function or ending function on Ketron. But I like those separate buttons. You know, some instruments, they have something what other they don't have. So, but you have to think, what do you have? What is advantage? And you have to take which functions are more important for you, and then you have to just learn how to use other functions that maybe is not exactly what you had on previous keyboard, but you have to learn how to work with that. So those buttons are really big. You can see lights in dark place. They are very visible, and they are bigger than on Ketron. I wish that on Ketron we have bigger buttons, and there is space for bigger buttons, but they're still keeping same buttons. But they are still visible. When I press button, I can see light and which button is engaged. So still, I prefer these bigger buttons that I can find on Genos, and on Korg they are bigger than on Ketron, and they are visible as well. Those potentiometers here that we can find, sliding, and those potentiometers, those functions we can find on Ketron and we can find on Korg as well. On Korg is almost everything the same like on Yamaha. On Ketron is a little bit different, but we have those functions on that instrument. So we have knobs here, and we have button where you can choose function that you want to control, then you can turn knobs. This instrument has plastic knobs. I prefer Korg knobs because when I touch them, I have feeling that I have better control. So this is plastic, but it is good plastic. I mean, Genos is durable instrument and it is good plastic. Still, that nice look of Korg that I can see wood on sides, and then I can see metal and potentiometer, whatever I touch. That feeling, whatever I touch, I like to better that feeling that I can get from Ketron or Korg than from Genos. But on Genos, it works. So those lights here, but those sliders, they are fine, but they look at them. They will not move any. You cannot see anything until you get to position where light was, and then you can see movements of the light. So everything's plastic, a little bit wiggly, but I think it is good quality. But it is very important to have lights on this potentiometer because I cannot get feeling, or there is nothing that is showing to me on which position I am. Only if I move and I can see light and numbers up, then I can see position of that potentiometer. But it works, it is good, it is great. When you work with that, you will find that it's no problem with using this. And it works very well. Now, if we go to this part, registration memory, Korg used to call it songbook, Ketron call it registration. Those functions we can find on Korg and we can find on Ketron. A little bit different access, but I prefer access that we can find on registration on Event and Korg, but this access is good as well. But same idea, you press memory and you decide what do you want to save, and you can save it on registration, and then you have banks, you go through banks. So it is, to me, a little bit faster to go to registration that I can find on Ketron or Korg than here, but here is as well, if you press both buttons, you can just go very fast to type of registration that you have, and I have several registrations here. I have 100 registrations. Everything sorted on the way how to work very fast and quickly. You know what? It depends what you learn. How do you learn? If you learn how to work on this instrument, then it will be good for you. It will be faster for you. Then if you switch to another instrument, then you have again to learn how to work on that new instrument. So it is not so big difference in workflow. Maybe I could prefer something, but if you learn something, you could prefer different things than me. Now you have one touch setting. You have that on Korg, on Ketron as well, where you can have one touch instruments that can make combination and save it together with style. That is good. Multi-path controls you have on Korg. You don't have on Ketron. Exactly buttons for paths, but you can go to view model and you can go to drums, and you have several options there where you can choose real drums, drum set, groove 1, groove 2, drum kit, groove 3, and you can decide which kind of behavior you want to have in any of those variations. So you will get same result on different way, but you don't have physically those multi-path control buttons. On Ketron, you have it on Korg and you have it here on this guy. It is good, you know, sometimes if you want just to stop it or start that button, but you can go through some functionality on Korg where you can use user tab. On a Ketron, you can use user tab and you can do something with user tab. Not exactly this command, some other commands. Now, on right side, I have sounds, combination of the sounds, like in Ketron where I have voices, but not on the same way when I press the voices. So, and if I go to voices, so I have actually hold voice and go inside of the voices. But here you have voice 1, 2, 3, like on Korg, and you can just press button, go to voice 2, or voice 1, or voice 3, choose voice, whatever you want to have, and you have very fast access. For example, voice 3, now choose voice, you can select voice, you can activate voice. Same story that we have on Korg. It is really usable and a really fast access to this kind of functions. Now, let us see something more. What do we have here? If we go if we choose one voice, as I mentioned, you can see on left side, you can see type of group of instruments, like a choir, brass, accordions, organs, and then you can choose voice. Same story like on another keyboards, but here, if you go to mixer, now you can choose here, what do you want to do with that part? Style part, very accessible, very fast, filter, EQ, insert effects, chorus, pan, volume. So, or if you want to go to sounds, and then if you go to filter, you can see right 1, right 2, right 3, EQ, effects like insert effects, then sense effects, and everything is accessible very fast. If you go there, you can access it very fast. But there is another window that I really like here. If I exit here and go to voice and click to voice, now I'm right away in window where I have access for everything that is related to voice. Now I can go choose mono, octave, I can choose EQ. If I press to EQ, I will jump right away in that window where we were. It is this window. So I have to go to mix, and then those windows, look at if I have EQ, effect, chorus, pan. For example, if I want to go in insert effect, I will just go to voice, insert effect, boom, I am there. Now when I press here, category, I choose which insert effect I want to have. If I want to have delay, I will press delay, and then which delay I want to have, and I will choose delay. Then I can edit it right away, or with graphics, or I can go to detail information, and then I can go and edit it there. It is a really fast access to edit your voice. But if you want to do further editing of the voice, you have to press here in upper right corner menu, and then you will go to voice edit, and now you have options to do complex voice editing. So there is several options, and every option has several windows. I cannot go now through those options because it is going to be a very long video, and it is not focus of this video. I have to make one video just voice editing. Now here we can choose portamento, we can monophony, polyphony, and there is a lot of functions type of behaving of this voice. So very complex editing we can do here. And what is very important when we go to voices, now what we have here new, it is synth section. Very good section for people who are using FM synthetic sounds. So those sounds we cannot find in Genos, and that is something new that is for those people, and you can still go there and you can go to voice editing, and you can edit that sound, whatever you want to have, portamento, monophony, polyphony, whatever you want to edit. You have several options to do so, and that is main difference between Genos and Genos 2, that new section with FM sounds. It is really good and very, very important for people who are using those sounds. You don't need anymore to sample those sounds, and they are very well here accessible, and a lot of features there. Now, next thing, if you go to style, now if you go to style editing, now we will go to style editing. I will exit from here. I will press menu. In menu, I have menu 1. A lot of options. You can see all those options. I will try to switch to bigger window just to show you. Now you can see those options, what we have here. We will not go through those options, but we have menu 1 and menu 2. In menu 2, we have style creator. If you go to style creator, you have options to create style and do a complex editing of this style. I have something here that I found that I wish that I could have in Event X, but I don't have it. It is step editing. Event X and SD series of the Event keyboard, they don't have step editing. Why I like this option? In this option, I can go and change something that I don't like in one part of my style. Very often I have some symbol or some crash that is happening in my variation, and I don't want to have it. I don't want to like mix it and put that sound down for every variation, but I want to just erase in some variations one element of that variation. And I can erase, I can change it. You can do that on Korg, you can do that on Yamaha, but you cannot do that on Event. So hopefully somebody from Catron people will see this video, and actually I will tell them, I have contact with them, I will tell them that is something that we really need and that is very useful. Okay, let me exit from this window. What I don't like in this style creator, but I like at Event and Korg, that think that when you edit style, you are editing that in one chord. if you are doing editing in a Korg or Event, you can play and have a chord progression and do that actually in changing. When you change chords, you will get different feeling on happening. When you play C chord or G chord or F chord, instruments are not behaving on the same way. Frequency then don't work on the same way. So that's why I like go to play chord progression and do some changes. You cannot do that on Yamaha Arranger. So you don't have it there. You are in C major. You are doing changes in C major. But if you learn how to work, if you learn your instrument, you can make something. You can do that. It is like a process that requires more moves and learning of this instrument. But on Ketron and Korg, that is very fast and that is very good idea to have it. And it works much better. So that is this. Now, one more thing I want to mention here. Those assignable buttons will give you access right away to place where you want to go. Let me switch again camera. I will go here. Assignable buttons are here on your right side, down below those buttons where we have voice, style, song, playlist, and menu. There's a lot of other buttons, but I don't want to go to those buttons right now. But I want to go to this assignable button because on F button I am going directly, instead of going to menu, then menu 2, then MIDI, I am going directly to this part when I press F, and I'm there. And what I like here, now I'm using Genos as a MIDI controller. Now if I press here BK7, now I play actually BK7. See, I am increasing, decreasing volume at BA7 here. BK7. And I can control that BK7 as well from my application. Okay. Roll on BK7. Okay, start application. And you have control of BK7 from your application. You already know that. I talked about that. Now, that is BK7. Now, if I press this, now I'm playing Event. Now, if I want to play Genos, I just go to Genos. Let me go to Genos Piano. Sound. I will move from, actually, I will go to Voice, Piano, and I'm on SVX Concert Grand Piano. Now I will switch from instrument to instrument. I will go, now we are listening Genos. Now Event. Now BK7. Event. Genos. That is CFX7. Now let me go to another piano that I really like. Where is that piano? Studio Grand, C7 Studio Grand. Let me go back to compare it with BK7. Genos. Event. Let me put volume of Event a little bit down. Just let me go through piano. Now BK7. Now let me go through event. Let me go to Genos. Now you can sound is different and depends of taste, your taste, what do you like. So that is something that is a personal thing. So that is actually last function that I wanted to show to you. So this is first introduction video in this beautiful instrument in front of me, and we will do a lot of videos together. You can suggest to me what do you want me to explore with this instrument, what do you want me, which video do you want to see from me, and I will make those videos and I will try to be useful for you, that you can get some benefits from my videos. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe and recommend this channel to other people. Have a great day.